Okay, so hey guys, and welcome back to another predictions video. And in today's video, I'm going to be predicting the Adesanya versus Pereira fight. If you are new around here though and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do need like the video, and let's get straight into it. So, going into this fight, Adesanya is 23-1 with 15 KOs and 0 submissions, and Pereira is 6-1 with 5 KOs and 0 submissions. This fight is for the middleweight title, in which Adesanya holds. Adesanya's last fight was a win via unanimous decision versus Cannonier, and Pereira's last fight was a win via KO in round 1 versus Strickland. Pereira won twice in kickboxing versus Adesanya, first via decision and second via knockout, and so there is a storyline in this fight, which is kind of arguably the main reason why Pereira is here. I mean, he's been fast tracked to the title and he's only had 3 UFC fights so far, and it's kind of because Adesanya's gone through everybody in the middleweight division already, really. He's not got loads of options, and a good storyline like Pereira's is that he's already beaten him twice in the past, obviously not in MMA, but in kickboxing is a good storyline, and it shows that it could be a big, like, people are thinking it could be a big threat for Adesanya, as of course he's already beaten him twice, and that's kind of, these storylines are something which makes fights, especially when Adesanya's been through as many people as he's fought, and so it makes sense why Pereira's been fast tracked to the title, really. Also on this card is Pereira versus Chandler, which is a great fight in the lightweight division, which arguably is a #1 contender. I don't know if Makhachev is going to fight Volkanovski, or he's going to fight Gaethje, or is he going to fight Oliveira again, or of course he'll fight the winner of this, or I don't know, anybody really. He's got quite a lot of options at the moment, as of course he's a new champion, and so he's got to defend his belt. But in this fight, it's a great fight which I've been looking forward to, and I think that Poirier will win via KO in round 4. Obviously, Chandler's last fight was a big win versus Ferguson, but I think he wasn't fighting amazing up to that point. Obviously, it was an early stoppage, so you couldn't really get to see loads, but he wasn't fighting amazing up to that point. He is a great fighter and an ex-Bellator champion, but I think Poirier, of course, he's coming off the loss against Oliveira, hasn't fought since then, and even though that, I still think that Poirier will be able to win via KO in round 4, because he's still definitely a very skilled fighter, and against somebody like Chandler, which is, he is a bit of a striker as well, and so I think he'll be a very good fight, as shown through what I've said a few times. I think it'll be a very good fight that I'm very much looking forward to. Going back to the Adesanya Pereira fight, this is Adesanya's 9th title fight, of course this being Pereira's first. Adesanya's only loss came via decision versus Blachowicz last year, and that's not in this weight division, it was in the light heavyweight division when he tried to move up. But I mean, if he wins this one, then he hasn't yet again got really many contenders in the middleweight division, so he might move up or move down depending on what happens in this fight. Adesanya is the favourite for this fight, and I think that Adesanya will win via unanimous decision. I don't think he'll be able to get a knockout, because I don't think Pereira's a stupid fighter, but I think Adesanya will be able to stop takedowns and defend against the power. He's going to be more on the defensive countering side, I believe, and then I think Adesanya will just be, well, not just, I think it'll be relatively convincing. I think people are saying that Pereira will be completely dominant. Of course he might be, but I don't think that'll be the case. But yes, I think he'll be able to win via unanimous decision. And then there's a few options, but it's like a bit messy in what I've put, if who should fight next. I've put Chimaev if he wants to go in the middleweight division, Chimaev, or if he wants to go down and fight Chimaev. I don't know where Chimaev's going at the moment. I don't think anybody does. Whittaker again could be a fight. I mean, he's just beaten Vettori, and so maybe. Or the winner of Blachowicz versus Ankalaev, if he wants to possibly rematch Blachowicz if he wins, or fight Ankalaev possibly, or the winner of Teixeira versus Prohaska. That could be a fight. It depends if he should be let straight back into a title fight if he moves up into the light heavyweight division, because of what happened last time. But yeah, so there's a few options, but it's a bit messy, really. He's kind of taking out everybody in the middleweight division at the moment, and so, you know, if he wins this one relatively convincingly, then he hasn't really got loads of options again. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Hope you did enjoy. Like the video if you didn't, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.